What's up guys, it's Devin, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I don't really talk about at all on this channel, and that is television. So you guys may not know this, but I've been in a huge reading slump for a while, and I blame one thing: TV. So I thought that I would just break down my top 10 television shows for you guys. Before I start, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There are new and exciting videos out every weekend. And I think that's all I have to say, so without further ado, I'll give you my top 10 TV shows. Just to be fair, this is my top 10 favorite TV shows as of today, which is July 18th of 2016. This is like as of now. Coming in at number 10 is Drake and Josh. And you guys are probably thinking, what? Like, this is a really, really weird choice, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It's quirky, it's weird, it's unrealistic, and it's totally bizarre, but I just love it. Nice to have as background noise. It's nice because you don't really have to pay attention, you don't have to watch it right from the beginning, like episode 1, season 1. So if you don't know what Drake and Josh is, it's a show on Nickelodeon that ended a while ago. It follows the misadventures of two hilarious stepbrothers, Drake Parker and Josh Nichols, and just the complete and utter chaos that ensues in every single episode. If you're interested, there are 4 seasons. It started in 2004 and it went to 2007. Coming in at number 9 is Glee. Oh my goodness. I love Glee so much, particularly the first 3 seasons, which I think is how a lot of people feel. There are characters that you absolutely love right from the beginning. There are characters that you hate from the beginning and you learn to love. There are characters that you love to hate and hate to love. So relatable, and it's a really relatable show for a high school because it shows a lot of different people in there. It shows a lot of different groups. It shows the nerd, the jock, the rebels, the criminals. It's like Breakfast Club with singing. It deals with a lot of real life hard issues that a lot of people do have to go through and face at some point or another. Interested, there are 6 seasons. I believe they are all on Netflix now. It ran from 2009 to 2015. If you don't know what Glee is about, it follows the Glee Club at William McKinley High School in Ohio. It just goes through the evolution of the Glee Club from starting from ground zero, making it all the way to the top, going back down, constantly trying to stay up and running with people trying to shut it down. It's just really a really amazing underdog story. Number 8 is Two Broke Girls, and this show is absolutely hilarious, but its hilarity is more raunchy and it kind of pushes the boundaries for hilarity. It's a lot more mature audiences, but it's definitely worth watching. The acting in Two Broke Girls is just spot on. Everyone has amazing comedic timing. The writing is genius. There are 5 seasons so far. It's still running. It ran from 2011 and it's still going, and the basic outline is it follows this kind of scrappy, inappropriate waitress named Max Black who befriends this billionaire's daughter who falls from the top, and she has 0 money left, named Caroline Channing, and they decide to open a cupcake business together. So it's them trying to save up their money, trying to work, trying to get this business off the ground. Coming in at number 7 is a classic. It is The Big Bang Theory, and this is so mainstream. I feel like a lot of people, when you ask them what are their favorite shows, people will still say Big Bang Theory. It's so great. It's been on for so long. This cultural phenomenon now. I think what's attractive about it is that it's very nerdy, and there are a lot of nerds. Like, nerds are up and rising, they're taking over the world. So this show is still going. There's 9 seasons so far. It started in 2007, it's still going. The basic idea of the show was that 2 nerdy roommates get a new neighbor across the hall, a beautiful blonde named Penny, and she is nothing like them, and it's just kind of the dynamics of them living across the hall because Sheldon and Leonard are physicists and Penny is a broke actress. Number 6 is another Nickelodeon show, but it is Victorious. This is a show that I watched when I was like 12, 14, but then it just came on to Show Me because, as you guys know, I'm the unfortunate human being without Netflix. And it came on to Show Me, so I marathoned all 3 seasons and I absolutely loved it. It's just funny. Like, it's so ridiculous and out there like Drake and Josh, but the humor is the same way in that it kind of pushes the boundaries for a kid's show. Like I said, there are 3 seasons. It ran from 2010 to 2013. It follows Tori Vega, who gets accepted to this performing arts school called Hollywood Arts, and it's her trying to fit in there, and it's kind of the dynamics of this really wacky school that's all about performing arts. Number 5 is a show called IMpractical Jokers, and this is such an amazing show, but it does not get enough recognition. It does not get the recognition that it deserves. It's a reality show, which I think adds to the hilarity of it, and the guys on this show are not afraid to push themselves, to go outside their comfort zone. So far there are 5 seasons. It started in 2011, and basically, because I'm sure a lot of you don't know what this show is, it follows 4 guys who have been friends since high school, and they go out into the world and they challenge each other to do things. And a lot of the challenges are, you know, you're a retail cashier at, I don't know, Publix or Target, and you have a little earpiece in, and the guys tell you what you have to say and what you have to do, and if you don't say it or you don't do it, you get a thumbs down on the scoreboard, and at the end of the episode, the person with the most thumbs down has to do a ridiculous punishment. And at number 4 is Boy Meets World, and I feel like I've tried to talk about this so many times in my videos, but then I ended up cutting it out because it didn't really fit in with the book videos, but now there's a whole television video, so I can talk about Boy Meets World. This was an unexpected favorite for me. It snuck up on me. I hated this show as a kid. I've gotten older. I watched some of it with, you know, my best friend, and then I just got the box set for my birthday from my best friend, so I marathoned that, and it's definitely one of my favorite shows now. It's a coming of age story, really relatable. So if you don't know, this show had 7 seasons. It was on from 1993 to 2000, and it follows Corey Matthews as he grows up from age 11 to graduation of college. Coming in at number 3 is such a classic, and I feel like anybody, if you ask them, what are your favorite TV shows, they're gonna say this. It is Friends. If you don't know what Friends is, where have you been for the last like 20 years? It's such a classic. Each character is so different, so they each have their own set of humor. So odds are one of their senses of humor is going to match up with your sense of humor. And like I said, there are 10 seasons. It ran from 1994 to 2004. If you don't know what it's about, it is about a group of 6 friends who live in New York City together, and they kind of navigate through their early 20s till their early 30s. At number 2 is Doctor Who. Oh my goodness, Doctor Who took my life with a vengeance. It was the oncoming storm, truly, for me. Again, I didn't want to like this show. If it's so mainstream, I just hate it, and then I finally give it a chance and I like it. I find that this one can't be background noise for me. Like, I have to pay attention. If I'm gonna watch it, I have to sit down and be committed to watching an hour episode at least. Okay, so this is a really weird timeline. So it's the original series ran from 1963 to 1989, and then they had a film version of it in 1996, and then the reboot of Doctor Who started in 2005, and it's continuing until now. It's going into its 10th season of the reboot. Like, that's crazy. It's been on for 10 years. Just the reboot alone. So Doctor Who is kind of difficult to explain, but I'm going to do my best. It follows the Doctor, essentially, and he is an alien from the planet called Gallifrey. He has 2 hearts. He is a time traveler, and he has a box called the TARDIS that looks like a police box, and he just travels through time, and ultimately he saves the world. Wherever he goes, he ends up needing to save someone because there's some sort of supernatural issue going on, and he often has a companion, and I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of the time that companion is female. Coming in at number 1 is my absolute favorite show right now, guys. It is The Originals. I look forward to watching The Originals every night, and I feel weird if I haven't watched it in like 2 or 3 nights. It's gotten to the point of like severe obsession. So The Originals has 3 seasons so far. They are all on Netflix. They're all on Show Me, so none of you have any excuses for not watching it. Started in 2013, and it's still going now. Season 4 returns in January of 2017. So this is about the original family of vampires, and it follows specifically 3 siblings, Niklaus Michelson, Elijah Michelson, and Rebecca Michelson. So they are all lured back to New Orleans under false pretenses, and they are dragged into the middle of a war. The interesting thing about that is that they helped build New Orleans into what it is today. They, 1,000 years or 100 years ago, they left New Orleans, and now they're back, and they're seeing that their city has gone to ruins, and it's thanks to their good friend Marcel Gerard. If you watch the originals, comment down below, let me know what episode you're on. We need to talk, we need to start talking about it, we can become friends. It's gonna be great, guys. So that is it for my top 10 favorite TV shows right now in 2016. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for new videos every weekend. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and Snapchat. And make sure you check out my previous video right over there. It's a lot of fun. It was my biannual Bibliothon wrap up for 2016. And I think that's it. So that's all for me and my Shelfie.